Hi there! Welcome back to another video on this channel. Today, I am going to do a video that was actually requested by one of my subscribers. I mentioned this in an old video about how I wanted to do a Harley Quinn cosplay, but never when Birds of Prey came out, and I never got around to it. So I figured I'd do it today because one of my subscribers, Loki, requested it, and I was like, oh, okay, that's a fun idea. Just before I warn, this is going to be like an interpretation of a cosplay. I don't have all the pieces of Harley Quinn's costume from that movie. I have a couple of pieces. I don't have a wig, so we're gonna have to deal with my apocalyptic quarantine hair. But I feel like the narrative of this cosplay is gonna fit like more of what's going on in the world right now. So if you're excited to see that, just keep on watching. Okay, so I mentioned how this version of Harley Quinn is going to kind of fit into this time, and I felt like I wanted to really take her energy and turn her into more of like a quarantine COVID person, but also like a protester. But I don't know how many of you have seen this movie, but it is confirmed that Harley Quinn is a Bernie bro. And even in that movie throughout, like, yes, it's a white woman taking the spotlight, but the cast is very, very diverse. It was written and directed by women, and they talk about inequality in multiple different ways. And of course, Harley Quinn is a bisexual queen, and as another bisexual queen, I felt like it's okay for me to represent her. I've seen other makeup challenges or like makeup videos trying to show support for Black Lives Matter and things like that. But sometimes I felt like those went about, and personally, I thought they went about in inappropriate ways. I've seen things that are like borderline blackface, and I just feel like that kind of reduces the whole idea of the movement if you're trying to embody something that you're not. And that's something important for white allies like myself and others to remember, is that, like, yes, you can be passionate about this cause and devote your time, energy, and money to this, but at the end of the day, this isn't about you. I'm very, very proud and over the moon about how many people are participating in the waves of protests that have been going on. It's like a nationwide thing, and I'm very, very excited to see all my, friends support and go out and do that. Unfortunately, I am not in a situation where I can go out to protest myself, but I've been trying to help out in other ways, like donating money, signing petitions, sending emails, checking in with friends. And those are stuff that, if you're like me and you can't protest, those are things that you can do too. And I'll be sure to put in the description of this video links to, petitions, places to donate, things like that for whoever watches this too. Enough of that. I know that in the midst of everything right now, it's important to have these discussions and talk about these things, and it's important to keep this in the news, but it's also important to take mental health breaks. I find myself doing that now that Queer Eye came out, and that's all I've been binge watching. And so I'm hoping that this video can be a mental break for you as well, and kind of like a safe space for whoever's watching. So now that I talked your ear off, I'm finally going to put some makeup on because my face looks hella glowy and dewy and sweaty because it's 90 degrees out. So I'm just going to go in. I got foundation and delivered in the mail today from ColourPop, so I'm going to do that, and I got concealer from them too. Even though Harley Quinn is hella pale, we're not going to start off with a foundation lighter than my shade because that would make you look real ashy. So let me just kind of show you guys, if you're around my skin complexion, this will work for you. I really like this foundation because a little goes a very long way. I only did like 2 baby pumps, and when I mean baby pumps, I mean baby pumps, but look, everything's pretty much covered already, so very, very, very much recommend. Okay, so now that that is done, just make sure, yeah, it's closed. I'm gonna put some concealer on to put the eye bags, or to kind of set the eye bags. And everybody's got like a different way of doing concealer. I know some people go ham and go like all the way down, but I just kind of like flare out, and then I just like fan it out so that it blends. I don't really do like the whole concealer all over the face. Okay, so now that that's blended out, I look very, very, I already look really white, but we're gonna take it a little bit a step further because I've used a lot of liquids on my face. So I'm gonna put a powder down, and this is kind of the same technique I used for my Beetlejuice cosplay or Halloween costume I did. So I'll give it to you guys too. Like I said, this is like I just know tricks for people of my skin tone. But I'm sure there's like other videos out there for multiple skin tones. And if you're interested in that, I can also put that down below for you too. But I'm just going to take like a white eyeshadow and just kind of powder it over my concealer and like my high points and maybe like along this little bit in between the jaw and here because we are going to contour because the woman who plays Harley Quinn has a very different bone structure than I do. So we're going to try to recreate that just to make it more cosplay. And that's the difference between like contouring makeup and contouring cosplay is like with cosplay you have to recreate new bone structures. She has a bit of a turned up nose like I already do, but hers is a little crooked, so we'll also be doing that today too, and I'll show you tricks on how to do that. So we are going to powder. Okay, now that we are all set with all of that, I think the next step I'm gonna do is start contouring. Now, if you look at my cheekbones, oh, if you don't know how to do your cheekbones, you just kind of like, you can either smile or you just kind of suck in. But you see, mine kind of goes and it's like rounded, right? Because my face is like that, but hers kind of go more straight across. So we're gonna try to mimic that, and then just make sure it doesn't get too close to the mouth, and try to like hit probably about like here. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do the contour of the jawline a little bit too, and everything else. Oh, just to mention too, so normally I contour with like warm browns and things like that, but I'm gonna go into this palette. I've shown it on the channel before, and there is like a warm brown in here, but for the most part it's pretty cool tone, so I'm just gonna stick to that because she isn't a zombie, but she looks pretty dead, so we're gonna do that. I'm also gonna try to like rough up my eyebrows a little bit just to look more like, I don't know, like grungy, so let's do that. So if you look at what I'm doing, I'm literally just carving out my jaw like I would, right? But I'm kind of taking it and putting it a little bit more here just to make it look like my chin's sticking out a little bit more. I don't know why, but I just kind of like that because it looks a little bit more like cartoony. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of brush everything down and try to make it blend a little bit better. So now I'm going to put a little bit of blush on. I know she's like kind of dead, but I just need a little pink here. I don't know, I just need it. So I'm going to put it on my cheeks real fast. I'm going to use the same eyeshadow palette because a girl's too broke for eyeshadow. And we're going to go into this like pink shimmery shade here, just a little bit. Yeah. See, it already makes a difference. Okay, so this eye look's actually going to be similar to the eye look I did for a video where I turned myself into my mother. So Harley wears, well, she has different makeup looks in the video, but the one I'm doing is the one that's pretty much on all the promo posters. And she does very silver and black, like, smoky eyes, but she does eyeliner all the way around. Normally I would recommend using pencil liner, but I do not have pencil liner, so I'm going to try to finesse with liquid eyeliner and shadows. So that's going to be the next step, is putting a silvery shiny stuff on the lid and then kind of going up and making a V with the greenish black I have, and then taking that greenish black and putting it around the bottom lashes too. So let's just start with that. So I just placed that silver color all over my lid. I'm going to blend that out with this brush, and then I'm going to move on to the black shades too. Also, I just kind of realized it's Pride Month. Hello, it's June. It's Pride Month. Happy Pride. So that makes this kind of character extra special because she is a beautiful bisexual queen. And it's a character that I never really connected to her personally. I kind of thought that she was too submissive, and I didn't really like the Joker Harley Quinn relationship. But what people are doing with her character now, and turning it into what it is, I can get behind her a whole lot more. Birds of Prey completely converted me into being a Harley Quinn fan, to be honest, because I used to get comments back when I was blonde that I looked like Harley Quinn all the time, and it was literally just like a fetish, like I felt like when most people said it, it was mostly guys, and I felt like it was like a fetish thing. And maybe I was reading too much into it. I don't know, but I never really sat right with me, or never really took it as a genuine compliment. But now that I have like that movie, I would be more comfortable with like people saying like, "Oh yeah, you look like Harley Quinn" or whatever. Um, yeah, let me go into the black now. And like so Margot Robbie, her eyes are more almond shaped, which is kind of close to mine. Mine are like kind of like teardroppy. But I have hooded eyes, so that kind of sucks. So some of this eyeshadow you might not end up seeing, but that's okay. So now we're just going to take the same black eyeshadow and bring it along the bottom part. So I'm taking the same brush I used to go along the outside of the eye, and I'm smoking out the underneath part just to make it blend a little bit better. Okay, I'm just gonna put a little bit more shimmer over the top because I feel like it can use a little bit extra. Okay, so now is the fun part with the eyeliner. So I'm gonna go try to take everything around my eye again like I did in the last video, so tops and bottoms. I'm gonna try to smudge it out so it doesn't really matter if it's like super even or not, just as long as it kind of gets the general idea. So I'm sorry if I don't look at the camera for this part, but I'm gonna need to focus as much as I can. Kind of accidentally made a wing, but that's okay. Also, I just want to say the Birds of Prey soundtrack slaps. Like, every song on the soundtrack is a fucking banger. And I really wish, like, I don't know, I wish the movie was, like, more hyped or something. I don't know what went wrong with marketing or whatever, but I felt like I was one of the only people who actually went to go see it. I loved it. And, like, my friend who went to go see it too, he loved it too. So I'm like, I don't know why y'all sleep on this Harley Quinn movie, but it's freaking good. The pacing might be a little weird, and like the story, but I don't know. I just love the storytelling of it. I liked how it's like kind of wrapped around and everything eventually tied together at the end, but it does kind of go through little cycles. So if you haven't seen it yet, like this is just a big plug to go watch it and go see it because I loved it so much. Okay, I'm just taking that brush again one more time and smudging out the eyeliner a little bit on the bottom, a little bit more. Okay, next we're doing lashes. I don't wear false eyelashes, and I really don't think you need them for this look. I mean, I'm trying to remember her movie pictures, and I don't think they were intense, and I think this eye is a little bit more intense than the one in the promo, but oops. Um, so I'm just gonna kind of focus them on the outside part and then go in. Also, for the sake of this video, I'm going to put in the description, I know I said I was going to put a lot of information in the description, I still am, but I'm going to put links to like the Instagram accounts of some Black cosplayers that I follow, because I feel like cosplay is a wonderful community, but sometimes certain groups of people get more love than others. And since with everything that's going on in the world right now, I'm also going to put links to some Black cosplayers so you guys can see that you can still cosplay, like, no matter what your skin tone is. Because I know, like, these characters in a lot of comic books and animes and TV shows are predominantly white, or, you know, or white passing. But that doesn't mean that cosplay should just be, like, a white person thing, you know? So I think next what I'm going to do is put on the tattoos, then highlight, and then lips. I always do lips last. I don't know. It's just part of the routine. So I know she's got like a little heart. I'm going to put the heart here on this side of my face. And then she also has the word rotten written on here. I'll try that. If not, I might tag in somebody else to help me write it on my face. But it will be on my face because I've seen too many videos of people doing Harley Quinn makeup without having the rotten tattoo on. And this Harley Quinn is supposed to be looking really, really tough, and I felt like that tattoo makes her feel really tough, so we're going to put it on my face. But first we're going to draw the heart. Okay, so this heart's a little wonky, but that's okay, because I'm pretty sure she did all her tattoos herself too, so we ain't going to judge. Does it look just like a spot, or is it... Yeah, it's a heart. Okay, so let me try to write rotten on my face, and hopefully it'll turn out. Ooh, girl. Okay, I know her typography is very different. It looks like the kind of print you would use on a keyboard, and this is just me writing. I can try to put in a little bit more details, but I feel like the placement's very, very good. Yeah, sure. I think that's good. I think that's good for now. It's fine. So now I'm going to go in. Let me just kind of let that dry a minute. And I'm going to put a highlighter on. I just also realized I never did the contouring of the nose like I should have, so let me do that first. I kind of got some brown crap on my nose, so let me try to take that off real quick. There we go. Okay, so real fast, we're going to try to make our nose a little bit more crooked. So I'm going to use this very first part, and I'm just going to go, she's got like a little hook in her nose. So now let me get back to the highlighter stuff. So I just got this Super Shock highlighter in the mail today from ColourPop. This is my first time trying it. It is called Flexitarian. It's pretty darn reflective. So I hope this is light enough as a shade. I think it should be okay. But let me just kind of wipe off one of the brushes first, and then I'll put it in my face. And so like Margot Robbie's chin kind of pokes back out too, like mine does. So I'm going to put a little highlighter here too to kind of emphasize that feature. There you go. And I'm still, for just to blend it out, I'm gonna like take a brush and go all over my face real quick. I don't think Harley would use as much highlighter as I did, but you know, it's an interpretation, so it's fine. And the last steps, we're gonna do lips. Now, she has a very red lip that's accompanied by like black shadow around, so that's why I'm gonna do that. I have a black lipstick, but I'm not sure if it's gonna work for this, so I might play with black eyeshadow instead, but we'll see. Okay, so I obviously have a lot bigger lips than I think Margot Robbie does. But hopefully the contouring with the black will help once I get all the red on. Okay, so let's try with this lipstick. This is an old lipstick. I don't recommend using it at all. I got this black one from a drugstore, and it was like, what is this? I don't even know what brand this is. CoverGirl and Katy Perry. It sucks. It's very transparent, but maybe we can use it to blend and kind of contour these lips. So let's try that first. If it doesn't work, I'm going to use eyeshadow. Okay, so I put the black on, and I feel like it's still missing a little red, so we're going to put a little bit of red in the middle, and then I think we're done. Okay, so now that the makeup's done, sorry down the wig, it'll lose some of the effect, but I'm going to put the jacket on, and we'll see how this looks. I also have, so I don't wear shorts because I don't like my legs. But I have these cargo pants I got, and they look kind of military kind of thing. So I'm just kind of vibing with this whole anarchist protest Harley Quinn vibe I'm going to do. And I'm going to put the jacket on, and I will show you the whole outfit. So just one sec. Ooh. Ooh.
That's nice, baby.
Yes, so I feel like the jacket helps bring the character to life. I know she's got more tattoos on her chest, but I already have a big one right here, so let's just go with that. She's got some on her legs, but I'm not going to show my legs today because I don't like my legs. So I'm wearing pants right now. Okay, so this is my final look. I've kind of added these like cargo army pants. I really like them. They're really comfy, and they make me look good. So, yeah, this is more of like a post-apocalyptic Harley Quinn kind of vibe. I can see her shaving her head too, and I can see her trying to be like, I don't know, protesting the injustices of the world in the 2020 era that is. So yeah, I hope you like this video. I hope you like this. I hope I'm convincing enough for you for a weird Harley Quinn cosplay. If you want to check out more videos on this channel, I do have another video where I cosplay as Black Widow. So feel free to check that out. I have lots of other videos on this channel that are dealing with makeup too. There's a whole playlist. Check it out. But if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, share with a friend, and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, thanks. Bye!